Hey y'all, it's Monday morning, February 2nd, and we welcome you to another edition of This Week at AMG. Thank you for joining us again, and it's always exciting for us to be able to share with you something that is going on around the world through AMG. God is doing some incredible things. Today, Bill and Cody are in Asia as you are watching this video, and they are going there to meet with some of our national workers to shoot a video with some amazing testimonies. We have an event coming up on March 26th with Os Guinness, and we are going to share some of these testimonies during that event. It is going to be an exciting time, and I look forward very much to seeing these testimonies myself. So let's hear from Bill and Cody about what they'll be doing in Asia.
Thank you, Tasos. Cody, by the time people actually see this video, we're going to already be in Southeast Asia and kind of experiencing some unique cultural things. One of the things when you get to travel, you always get to kind of see things that you'll never see, you know, here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So one of the things that we may get to see here in Central Java is Borobudur. It's a 9th century Buddhist temple. Can you say that? Borobudur.
Borobudur.
Yeah, that's great. Man, you must be a natural. Have you been practicing?
I have, actually.
One of the very interesting things about Borobudur is that I think it represents something that's really unique to Indonesia. Over the history of Indonesia, the country has been predominantly Buddhist, predominantly Hindu, and now it is predominantly Muslim, and about 80% of the people who profess Islam. So it kind of shows you some of the historical and cultural diversity that exists even within a country that is very predominantly Muslim now. Another thing that we may see when we're in the Philippines is something similar to this water buffalo. Of course, there they'll call it a caribou, and you may get to see those wallowing in the mud, and it's kind of fun to see guys either riding them or this little bitty guy that weighs maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, leading this huge animal and working with that there. And if you're really lucky and you're brave enough, you know, we can always take the nice common form of taxi there in the Philippines or Indonesia. You can see these all out throughout Asia, and they're really fun to do. Is there anything up here that you have any questions about?
Yeah, I did. I actually have a question. Is this typical wear for most girls in the area?
Well, that would be much more formal than what they would, you know, wear typically, but you know, they do.
So like weddings or something.
Yes,
like
they would definitely have something really festive, very colorful. They'll work in lots of flowers and other things to that to kind of bring attention, and they don't wear that every day, but they definitely love to dress up for special occasions. So
there's no religious meaning behind that. I know Muslim have like the prayer beads.
Yeah, no, this one in particular would not have any religious meaning behind it. So, but of course, you know, even though it's fun to learn about cultural things, that's not the reason why you and I are going to Asia. It would be fun to spend some time just traveling, but we have a specific purpose. So how about telling some of our friends about the purpose that we have for this trip?
Sure, I'd be glad to. You know, the first mission trip I ever went on was in Turkey. I didn't know what the purpose was, but they threw a video camera in my hand and God used it. Since then, I've been to multiple countries, and I work for a local church here in Chattanooga. By word of mouth, AMG contacted me to go with them to Indonesia and the Philippines, and I couldn't be more excited about documenting some of the sponsors that they have and the church pastors that they have there. To really document the religious persecution there for an upcoming event with Os Guinness.
Yes, this is just an exciting time at AMG. We're really excited about the event and an opportunity to kind of highlight some of the religious persecution that happens around the world, and especially emphasize some of the testimonies that we have from our wonderful national workers. One of the privileges I have with working here at AMG and getting to travel to Asia is I get to meet personally many of these national workers, and they have wonderful testimonies, and I know those, but it's exciting to me to be able to think that many of our donors are going to have an opportunity to see these videos and hear the testimonies and hear the amazing things that God has done in their life. And so, Cody, I'm really excited about working with you and traveling and getting to tell the stories of God's faithfulness and God's amazing sovereignty and His power of how He spreads His gospel and changes lives here. We know it happens here in Chattanooga, but also seeing it happening in the Philippines and Indonesia. Exactly. So thank you for watching the video here with us, and we really appreciate your prayers as we travel. And we look forward to seeing you at the Os Guinness event that's coming up and getting to share the the video that we were able to produce from this trip. So God bless you and have a wonderful week.
Please be praying for Bill and Cody as they travel in Asia for their safety, and also for our national workers in the region. God is doing some truly incredible things through these faithful national men and women who are serving in some very difficult circumstances, in some very challenging environments. But they are making a difference and they are advancing the kingdom. So please join us in a few weeks to hear these testimonies. And if you are in the Chattanooga area, we would love to invite you to this special event with Os Guinness on March 26th. To find out more information, please come to our website at www.amginternational.org and you can find out more about it. Well, that's it for this week. We thank you for joining us and we hope to see you next week at This Week at AMG.